This is my cheap Ram 3500 5.9 Cummins. The thing has 200,000 miles on it and it was only $5 grand. Now, not only do we have another 6,000 into the truck, today the front end has finally had its last drive. Ball joints, tie rod ends, front U-joints, wheel hubs, axles, front end, tie rods, drag links, you name it. Dude. So it's this side. We're gonna figure it out. Welcome to Top Garage. I know our upper ball joint's loose, right? We checked that, it was loose. So upper ball joint's definitely bad. Front axle U-joint.
Oh yeah, yeah.
U-joint?
Oh yeah. Yeah, get in on that action, huh? Oh. Let's slap it around in the hole.
Is it?
Yeah.
So what does that tell us?
Needs fixed.
This is
Here's what happens
here.
when you do plastic, or what's this called?
Fluid film.
Yeah, I bumped it.
We just had this on the lift and we fluid filmed the underneath. Looks good. So this is actually, here, I'll take this. So this is actually a unexpected situation.
Oh my God.
We really don't have the time to work on the old red Cummins here. We got a lot of stuff going on. But this is JB's primary source of transportation. It's this company rig here. So what are we gonna do?
So much like, I don't know.
All right, guys, good news. JB's pulling this out. We're gonna try to get the drive shaft U-joint or the front axle U-joint done, and everything's anti-seized. So
Extension.
That's actually a good freaking sign, because the white Ford that we just got, we had to do the same thing on, and all that stuff did not want to come off. But all this stuff, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. If you guys ever pull stuff apart and you see that, you know it's coming off good. It's a good sign. And I spoke too soon, because there goes something just broke. Oh. The axle might be broke.
No, it's sliding on that.
I mean, that's a lot of movement.
Sliding on that head.
So there's our slapping noise. That's pretty.
It definitely just let loose.
That's pretty aggressive. Literally let loose on the way here. All right, so check this out. Hub came out, and if you guys have ever been pulling those on old rusty trucks, you know that could be a pain. But it's anti-seized up, so it came right out. That's good news. Or is it bad news? Why was someone in there and then didn't fix anything? So wheel bearing, I don't know, looks pretty bad if you're just taking a glance at it. But we didn't have any play in the wheel bearing, so I don't know what we're gonna do, if we're gonna get a whole new hub or what we're gonna do with that. But axle's coming out. The long side. How's she look?
Which one's it go?
There's a grease fitting on there. I think we could just grease it up.
Yeah, definitely. Push this back on.
Yeah, just
Press this back on, grease it.
slam the cap on.
Brand new, baby.
I mean, everything looks okay. I don't see nothing. So we just gotta
Grease it.
grease it up, dude. Get the grease gun. But check this out. So I got this Moog. They call it like the problem solver or whatever. It's upside down. Had this in storage. Just was sitting in the back. So I guess we're gonna put this on, because why would we buy parts? We already have all the freaking parts right here in this box. We bought that, never put it on. I don't know why. So problem solver, whole deal's going on the front. You can see our oil drip, so we should probably look at that.
That's it. The only thing that's holding that on is that C-clip.
I mean, that's pretty aggressive. All right, guys, welcome to day 2 of general maintenance. What?
Made a fucking impact to get it to suck.
So what we're dealing with currently, here's where we're at. We're giving you guys update day 2. We left our impact down at the other shop. So we got no Milwaukee or Snap-on impact. We have this old Air deal here, but haven't used that thing in a long time. Anyways, we got the new drag link, tie rod end, bar deal out. Here's the old one. Sending her on, bud. So we just got the ball joints are swapped. Knuckles back on. Did the front new U-joint in the front passenger side axle. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to line up that with this because we didn't have an alignment issue on the truck. So I'm going to make sure our measurements are the same between the two. And that's going to go back in because we have one bad tie rod end on I don't know which side. All right, guys, here's where we're at. We slammed everything back together. That stuff is self-explanatory. It's boring stuff. I wasn't going to freaking put that in a YouTube video. But look, here at Top Garage, we're all about you guys taking care of your own stuff. Unless you have a bunch of money that you want to pile into another shop and risk them messing it up. If someone's going to mess it up, it might as well be, you know, yourself. So if you don't have a ball joint press, which you need one, we don't have one here at this facility. We have one at our other facility. So what we did is there's an Advanced Auto right up the street. Went up there, got the toll loaner deal. Boom. Ball joint press because you need them. Just, it's very simple. It's very self-explanatory. You press the old ones out, you press the new ones in, and you're done. The U-joints did with an old grinder, hammer, chisel, flathead screwdriver, and then also I have a little press over there, just like a basic Harbor Freight shop press. Luckily, the hubs came out of the knuckles easy because that could be a freaking nightmare. But if you guys run into a pickle getting these out of here, just watch a YouTube video. YouTube certified, brother. Are we turning into a DIY channel? Because... All right, guys, check this out real quick. Quick and dirty shop alignment. This is how we do it when we do anything like this, where we have to just get it good enough to either drive to an alignment shop or just, you know, leave permanently. So here's what we do. We set up the old string alignments. You know, a jack stand in the back by the rear tire, jack stand in the front past the front tire. And what I do is I square the string to the rear tire. You just come in here and you measure off the rim and see where you're at and make sure your string is square to the rear tire. Do that on each side. Same deal. This side I got the string a little tight. So we're like, you know, we're about a half inch. We're a half inch off the rim each side. So we know the string's square to the tire. Take the string up past the front wheel and do the same deal. About a 1/4 inch each way. So we now know that this side is 100% square with each other. Front is square with the rear, according to the string. So now it's very simple. We know this side's square. We go over here to the driver's side, and we know the string squared off the rear tire, and we measure rim to string. See where we're at? We're at about like 3/4 or 1 3/4, and then here we're about 1 1/8. So actually we're about 1 7/8. So we're 1 7/8 off the front side, 1 1/8 off the rear side of the wheel. So we know that it's towed in about what, 3/4 inch. And you can obviously see that it's towed in as well. So now we get under on the tie rod bar, loosen, I don't know which way, figure out which way is gonna bring this out, square it up, tighten it up, and we're done. Hold on. We got movement. Go ahead. Oh my goodness. That sounds aggressive under here when you shut it off. Like the old Cummins shut off deal, dude. It sounds brutal under there. We have absolute catastrophic track bar play on the axle side. I mean, I'm talking like a mile of movement. Now that everything else is tight and good, that thing's moving a mile. Like, it might come off.
What is it?
The axle side track bar bushings smoked, or the track bar itself swallowed out. Go ahead. Guys, I mean, we probably should have checked that, but yeah. Oh, and yeah, look at that. All right, water pump, either the seal or the water pump itself. I mean, can we catch a break with this thing? All right, so we diagnosed her. We need frame side track bar bushing, and we need a water pump or a water pump gasket. We'll probably just do a whole water pump. And we also need a CCV filter that goes under that top plastic cover. Because for some reason, the China one that we put on is plugged. So the red Cummins is still just nickel and diamond till the very end. All right, update. We're just cruising right along. This is probably gonna be a super long video. We made a slight mess. So what we found out is that the water pump is puking out of the weep hole. So that means an internal seal inside of here somewhere is bad, because you shouldn't have coolant inside the body of the pump. Coolant should only be here. Gasket was a little funky, wasn't perfect, but so I guess we're freaking doing a new water pump.